So, a very good morning to all of you. I hope I'm audible. So, you can possibly give me a thumbs up if I'm audible. Okay, great, great. So, it feels great to see you all in large numbers, and we are very happy and delighted to see your interest and enthusiasm in this degree program. Yeah, good morning to all of you. So, before I begin this webinar, let me first quickly share my presentation. So, I hope this presentation is visible to all of you. You can possibly just give me a thumbs up. Okay, so let's begin. My name is Anubhav Mukherjee, and I am currently serving as a project officer at the Outreach Education and Skilling, IIT Guwahati. And I will be walking you through the different aspects of this BSc Honors online degree program in data science and artificial intelligence offered by IIT Guwahati. So we'll be having a comprehensive insight and a detailed understanding through this webinar. So during the presentation, if you're having any queries, any questions, then you can definitely drop those queries in the Q&A segment and also in the chat box. And post presentation, I will be addressing those queries. So let's begin. So IIT Guwahati, as you all know, is a lively and a vibrant campus and one of the most beautiful campuses in India. A dream of many, I would say. So it offers a wide array of undergraduate, postgraduate, and doctoral programs. It provides students with a well-rounded education that cultivates innovation, leadership, and entrepreneurship. IIT Guwahati is ranked 8th in India and 334th globally, which itself speaks volumes for its exceptional education and research standards. So this program is offered through Mehta Family School of Data Science and Artificial Intelligence. It was established in 2021. And as you all know that the strength of any department lies in the people behind it. So the school currently have a highly qualified and experienced faculty members, researchers, international scientific advisors, and at the same time, it fosters a vibrant academic ecosystems through undergraduate, postgraduate, and doctoral students. So the school is also actively involved in fostering cutting edge research areas like machine learning to automated video applications, AI for audio processing, AI in healthcare, statistical modeling in inferences, and so on and so forth. So as per the teaching focus, so the course curriculum is very vast and very comprehensive with regard to the BTech and BSc programs and as well as for MTech and PhD programs. So just to give you a glimpse into the courses, so it starts with a strong foundation in statistics, mathematics, probability, signal processing, and then gradually builds over to more advanced domains like machine learning, deep learning, reinforcement learning. So in a nutshell, it covers a wide range of domains as far as the course curriculum goes. So coming to the key highlights of this BSc Honors degree program in data science and AI. So it is an online degree. So many of you might be wondering about the credibility of this degree. So let me tell you that this is fully recognized and approved by IIT Guwahati, and it is also equivalent to the BTech program that we offer to our on-campus students. So it enjoys the same recognition and the same status. So you can apply for MTech, you can pursue for PhD degrees going forward. So there is no restriction. So there is also no requirement for JEE as per as the eligibility criteria goes. So a student who is having an 60% overall aggregate marks in class 12 standards, they are eligible to apply. So currently we have waived off the mathematics criteria, which was previously there ever since we have launched this degree program back in 2023. So the reason behind waiving off this criteria is to make this course globally accessible to everyone. So there are students, there are working professionals who show a strong interest, a strong inclination towards this data science and AI, but they might not be having a 12 in like actually the mathematics subject in their class 12 standard. So that actually prevent them from accessing these courses, right? So this mathematics thing act as a barrier. So we do not want students who want to pursue this degree, but due to some course barrier, they are not actually do it. So we are trying to make this course accessible to everybody. There are working professionals working in different data science and AI domains, but somehow because of this barrier, they are not enrolling in this degree. So we have currently waived off, and that was the primary motive behind it. So as far as the duration goes, you can complete this degree in a minimum of 4 years, and it can be extendable up to maximum of 8 years. So the total course credits in order to you receiving a full-fledged BSc honors degree, so the total course credit is 299. So this is basically a combination of all the courses that you will be going through across 4 years. It's a combination of all the course credits. There is no bar on age, there is no bar on location. So anyone from anywhere and belonging to any age group can pursue this degree. Our target audience is fresh class 12 pass, somebody who wish to pursue two parallel degrees, one offline, one online, as well as working professionals. So the class timing is also flexible. The lecture videos will be recorded. You can view at your own convenience. The live lab sessions will be also recorded. We encourage our students to attend live and lab sessions, but somehow if you are committed to other involvements and if you have some personal or professional commitments, then you may not be able to attend the live and lab sessions. So that will also be recorded for you to view at your own convenience. We follow a credit based system in IIT Guwahati. So the minimum credit is 0 that you can register for in a particular trimester, whereas the maximum credit will be 43. I'll be explaining it in more details. There are multiple entry and exit options as well, as discussed in the subsequent slides. So the curriculum flexibility, you can pace your study the way you want. You can choose the number of courses you'd like to study in a particular trimester. Even you can choose which courses you'd like to study in a particular trimester. So the ball is in your court. You get to decide how you want to take this degree forward and continue your courses. Let's say if you are very busy and you cannot register for any particular course in a particular trimester, then also you can register yourself under a zero credit policy scheme. Of course, a minimum nominal fee is applicable in that regard, but you can definitely register under zero credit policy. So you do not have to pursue any course in that particular trimester. And let's say when you are free, when in a particular trimester you are available, then you can also register for a maximum of 43 credits in a particular trimester. So there are multiple entry options. Candidates who are eligible to take JEE advance in any year, so they'll be given a direct admission. They do not need to write any test. However, for other candidates who have scored an overall aggregate marks of 60% in their class 12, so they have to take a mandatory online qualified test, which will be based on mathematics. So let's say if you plan to exit this degree in at any intermediate stage, then only you can join this degree after a gap of at least a 1 year. So there are multiple exit options as well. So as I have already demonstrated, a JEE Advanced eligible candidate will be given a direct admission, right? Whereas a regular candidate will be required to take an online qualified test. Now, let's say you complete this degree in a minimum tenure, which is 4 years, without exiting this degree at any intermediate stage. So then we'll be offered a full-fledged BSc honors degree in data science and AI. However, because of some reasons, some other commitments, you cannot continue this degree at a stretch, then and you plan to exit this degree at a designated exit points. So this is the figure that explains that particular purview. So let's say if you are planning to exit after 1 year, so then you have to complete all the first year courses, which basically sums up to 80 credits. So upon completion of first year courses, that is 80 credits, you will be given a advanced certificate in data science and AI. So similarly, upon completion of your second year, if you want to exit this degree, then 159 credits should be completed, and then it will you can exit via diploma in data science and AI. Similarly, for third year, if you want to exit, so then you have to complete all the first, second, and third year courses, which sums up to 229 credits, and then you will be given a PhD degree in data science and AI. And of course, combining all the courses across all 4 years, that is 299 credits, as I have already mentioned in during the initial slide. So you will be given a PhD honors degree in data science and AI. So all these certificates will be issued by IIT Guwahati. So we follow a trimester-based system here, unlike the semester-based system that is usually followed in offline degrees. So there will be 3 terms in a year. So each term will be having a 12 weeks of instruction, and then each term will be separated by approximately 2 weeks. So after a term ends, you will be having a break of around 2 weeks before the next trimester begins. So for the upcoming cohort, which is scheduled from September 7, so the trimester 1 will span from September to December. The trimester 2 will be from Jan to April, and likewise, the trimester 3 will be from May to August. So this is the trimester pattern and the schedule that will be followed. So coming to the credit system at IIT Guwahati. So just to give you an insight, so let's say here, if you see that there are L, T, P, and C. So the L means lecture hours per week, the T denotes tutorial hours per week, and the P refers to practical or lab hours per week. So here the C is the total credits, summing up all the 3 components. So the lecture and tutorial hours per week will contribute to 2 credit, whereas the practical or lab hour per week will contribute to 1 credit. So to demonstrate, let's say in a first year trimester 1 or DA 101, it is having a 3 hours of lecture instruction, right? So it will contribute to 6 credit because each lecture hour contributes to 2 credits. So similarly for DA 104C programming, there is 2 hours of lecture, so which contributes to 4 credit, and 4 hours of labs sessions, which contributes to one credit each, so that is 4 as well. So it sums up to 8 credits. So you do not need to bother about the formula much. So the purpose is to show how the credits are distributed across different trimesters. So the main goal is to complete the 299 credits, and you'll be having the 28 credits in trimester 1, likewise 26 credits in trimester 2. Okay, so the curriculum is very well structured. So in your first year, which will basically comprise of 3 trimesters. You will be given training on building your fundamentals. So there will be courses taught like linear algebra, basic English, data analysis basics, C programming, and statistics. And as you move forward and come into your second year, then you will be delving deeper into more data science and AI subjects like Java programming, optimization, signal and system, statistical inferencing, machine learning, recommender systems, etc. And then when you move on to your third and fourth year, you will be working upon on some more advanced topics, as well as there will be electives, there will be internships or term projects, as well as capstone projects. So from third year onwards, you can pursue your internship or term project. So internship will be done based on collaboration with industries, different companies, different institutes. And term project, you can choose a project on your own, and then you can use that particular project as a crediting this particular subject. I hope I am clear. And with regard to electives, so you'll be having a bag full of electives. So based on the interest and based on your choice, you'll be given an option to choose from those electives as to which course you want to credit as an elective. So you'll be having that option, that flexibility of choosing based on your need. So in the fourth year, there's a mandatory capstone project component that contributes to 12 credits, right? It's a very big credit. So it is to give you hands-on experience in real life solving problems. So this is very crucial as far as this degree program goes. So you'll be taking up capstone projects which is based on real life applications. And let me tell you that this internship and capstone projects are mandatory for you to receive a full-fledged BSc honors degree. So as I was mentioning that there is a pool of electives, and the electives are categorized in different domains: applied theory electives, open electives, business application electives, system electives. So there are different courses that are assigned to these particular buckets. So you get to decide which courses you want to study corresponding that electives that are offered in that trimester. So instruction, assessment, internships and projects. So all instructions will be in fully online mode via Coursera platform, and there will be asynchronous content via recorded lecture videos, as I have already mentioned, and the synchronous content will be via online live sessions. So let's suppose you are having some doubt with regard to courses, you are having some issues during exams with regard to questions and answers. So then you can definitely write those queries. We have a dedicated online discussion forum where you can drop down your queries to instructors, to course TAs, and our team will get back to you, will solve your doubts, will clarify any queries that you may have. So the weekly assessments will be done in a continuous manner across the trimester. There will be practice assignments, there will be graded assignments, quizzes, term projects, viva voce, etc. So there will be a continuous assessments for evaluating your performance. There will be a summative assessment at the end of each course, but this starts third year onwards, and it may be done in an online or offline mode. So there is also a provision of supplementary or grade improvement exam, but we will not encourage you to resort to this provision, because we believe that if you devote a sincere and humble effort, and if you are very responsible with this degree, then you will definitely pass all those courses in flying colors. So you need not be writing the supplementary grade improvement exam. But even let's say if any particular trimester you receive any backlog course, so then definitely you can clear that course via supplementary or grade improvement exam. So there is a campus immersion component as well. So you can visit IIT Guwahati campus for 4 weeks, which can actually be done across 4 different visits, where you get to meet experts, faculty members, to discuss your project works, to discuss any other difficulties that you may be facing with regard to degree, with regard to your courses. And of course, you get to experience the campus life of IIT Guwahati. So as I have already mentioned, there are internship and term projects as well as capstone projects from third year onwards, which are a mandatory component. Okay, so enrollment statistics. So we started this degree back in 2023, and with each passing years, the numbers have continuously grown. Currently, we are having students of 3,100, and we are expecting a even bigger cohort this time in 2026. So we started with 763, and then in the second cohort, the students enrolled was 1,000, and followed by the last year, we have around 1,416 students. So that's how the enrollment statistics were. So there is a global diversity of students. So we have students across all countries, 70 plus countries. That's a big number, which means students from various countries are enthusiastic in pursuing this degree. And you can also see that across passing years, the number of international students have also increased, which means they are also willing to pursue this degree. We have Indian students from all over the country, and 25% students are actually JEE qualified. So JEE qualified students are also pursuing this degree, which makes the degree even more credible. We have international students, mostly from United States, Canada, China, UAE, Singapore, United Kingdom, and so on. There are 40% of students who are pursuing dual degrees. So they are pursuing this degree as an online degree, and also they are pursuing offline degree as well, while the 25% are working professionals. They are working in various companies like ACL, Deloitte. Some are doctors, some are engineers, some are PhDs as well, working and also pursuing this degree simultaneously. So because there are a lot of flexibility offered, so you can do this degree completely from online mode while engaging yourself in other activities. So this is a learner demography. So we have 75% learners are between 18 to 26 years. 78% of the students are male students, and 22% students are female students. So this is a promising number. Why I am saying is because we not only have a male students which have inclination towards data science and AI, we indeed have promising figures as far as the female candidates are considered. They are also interested in this degree program. We have students from all states of India. So coming to career and alumni services. So I am not going in detail into this number, but you would appreciate that there is a huge and pressing demand and a growing interest in this data science and AI field. So upon completion of this degree, you can pursue any particular career path that you would like to, be it data scientist, data analyst, data engineer, machine learning engineer, business intelligence analyst, AI engineer. So if you are serious with this degree, and if you complete this degree with sincere effort, then you can definitely see you going ahead in any particular domain that you would like to. So our online placement cell at IIT Guwahati will assist you in securing internships, job placements, capstone projects as well. So after completion of this BSc honors degree, you will become an lifetime alumnus of IIT Guwahati, and you will receive all the facilities that IITG alumni get. The total fee. So total fee of this BSc honors degree program is about 3.79 lakhs. So let me tell you that this is the total course fee, and you do not have to pay this fees at a once. I will elaborate more. So the application fees is 1,000, which you have already paid for applying to the program. The qualifier test fee is 3,000, which you have paid for appearing in the mandatory qualifier test. Upon your qualification in this program, and if you wish to get admitted, then you have to pay admission fee of 50,000, which you pay for the confirmation of your admission into the program. And based on the number of credits that you pursue in a particular trimester, you have to pay for the fees. So the per credit tuition fee is around 1,100. And let's say if you are skipping a particular trimester and you do not want to study any courses in a particular trimester, then you can skip via zero credit policy, and you have to pay a program continuation fee of 6,000. So this is the yearly wise breakup. So year one will have 80 credits and it will contribute to 88,000. Likewise, year two will be having 79 credits. So summing up, the total credits become 299, whereas the total fee becomes 3,78,900. So let's say, for an example, a year one is having 80 credits. So now the year one will be divided into three particular trimesters. So this is a 4-year BSc degree program, which means you are having a total of 12 trimester with three trimester in a particular year. So in year one, let's say in trimester one, you are having 28 credits. And in trimester two, you are having 26. And also in trimester three, you are having 26 credits. So in this trimester one, when you will be registering for your courses, you have to pay 38,800, which is basically 28 times 1,100. So only you have to pay this amount, 30,800 during your trimester one. Similarly, in your trimester two, you will be paying 28,600, which is 26 times 1,100. And as well, in your trimester three, you will be paying the similar amount. So in your first year, the total fee will be 88,000. And similarly, for the other year, it will be as shown in this figure. I hope this slide is clear to all of you. If you're having any doubts, you can write it in the Q&A segment as well as in the chat box. I will take those up post this presentation. So the important requirements. So a PC or a laptop is recommended, although you can attend the lectures from phones and tablets. Let me tell you that you do not need a PC or laptop with a very high configuration. Minimum required RAM of, excuse me, a minimum required RAM of 1 GB will do the job for you. But you will be requiring a reliable internet connection because all your assessments will be done in online via Coursera. So you'll be requiring internet connection. Otherwise, you won't be able to write the exams. There's a Coursera mobile app with which you can use like iPhone and iPad, and Android devices can also be used for seeing the lectures via that Coursera app, but not for test. For an evaluation purpose, you will be requiring a mandatory PC or laptop. It is mandatory for you to write any exam. Exams cannot be taken via your iPad or iPhone. It has to be taken via laptop or a PC. But you can definitely go through the lectures, go through the lives and lab sessions via your iPhone and iPad for convenience. So that's what I have mentioned. So also, additionally, you will be requiring a web camera, you'll be requiring a Google Chrome and Windows and Mac operating system, which are the essential requirements for taking up the assessments. So this is an interesting event that we conduct, which is known as AI Confluence. So we have already conducted 2 editions of this event, one being at 2024 and the immediate next was held in December 2025. So the main purpose of this event is to bring all our online degree students together in the campus so that they can build network, they can meet with their peers, they can meet researchers, faculty members, their instructors, and even us as well. You can meet everybody. So it's a fun-filled event, and across this 2 and 3 days, there are many sessions, many events are conducted, starting from technical events to cultural events, various hackathons, various poster presentations, and multiple speakers across various institutes come to this program and they deliver their keynote talks. So we had around 500 students joining in 2025 calendar, and we expect a bigger turnout in the upcoming AI Confluence, which is scheduled on December 2026. So for more details, you can definitely visit this website. Also, you can go to YouTube and search OES-IIT Guwahati. Upon searching, a video will show naming AI Confluence 2025. So you can just check on this video and have a background as to how this event panned out in this particular year. So you can definitely go and check it out. So, okay, so many of you might be wondering how our BSc degree will look like. So this is the actual degree. So let me tell you that this is the same degree that is offered to our on-campus students. So they receive the same degree. The design, the template is actually the same. Only difference will be in your name, in your roll number, and of course you will be receiving a BSc honors degree and they have received the BTech degree. So that's the only difference. The certificate, the design, the template remains the same for all the students. So admission details. So as I have mentioned that JEE advanced eligible candidates will be eligible for direct admission, whereas the regular candidates need to undergo online qualified test. So I have also emphasized that we are currently intaking both students from maths background as well as from non-maths background as well. So for maths background, your mathematics essential course that you might have already enrolled in, who have definitely paid for the qualified test fees. So the course is 8 hours long and it is developed especially for this degree. For maths background student, the first qualified test is scheduled on 9th May, and these are the other slots for the online qualified test. It will be a 2 hours exam based on objective type questions, and the pattern will be similar to JEE or JEE Advanced. There is no negative marking, so 80 questions will be there, comprising 80 marks in total. The qualifying marks for this exam is 35%. So if you are qualifying this exam, then you will be ranked, and based on your ranking, you will be given admission to this program. However, if you do not qualify in your first attempt, then you are free to register yourself in other slots by paying the only the qualifying fee again until the last test. So you have to pay the 3,000 fee again if you wish to write the qualified test again in other slots. So as I've already mentioned, the exams can be only be taken in desktop or laptop. Web camera is mandatory, and you need to also install the Google Chrome if you're not having currently, which is also a mandatory requirement. So coming to the non-maths background student, so I guess if some of the non-maths background students is also here, so I would like to tell you that you might have already enrolled in the mathematics essential course. So for you, to make you more accustomed and build your fundamentals in mathematics, and to gain you more experience in this course that is designed, we have additionally incorporated other topics apart from the course topics that are floated in the mathematics essential course. So for you, the course is 11 hours long as compared to the 8 hours long course for maths background students. So you are having a 3 hours course which are built on additional topics that you need to brush upon in order to attempt for this qualified test. So currently you are enrolled in the mathematics essential group. However, you will be receiving an email from BSc admissions in a few days where you will be uh, shared a further information as to how to join in this particular course, mathematics foundation. A link will be given to you, so you please accept that invitation and join in that particular group. So for you, the qualified test is not scheduled on the upcoming May slot, which is on 9th May. For you, the slot is not for 9th May because you need to prepare yourself more in terms of the courses, in terms of the modules. So we will give time for that. So your first exam is scheduled on 6th June, and the next slot is on 8th August. And based on the number of students, we can increase the slots as well. So for non-math background student, it is 3 hours exam, which is also based on objective type questions similar to JEE or JEE Advanced. There will be 120 questions, which will comprise of 120 marks. There is no negative marks as well. For you also, the qualifying marks remains the same. It will be 35% and you will be ranked. If you do not qualify, you can register for the test again by paying the 3,000 nominal qualified fee. So note for everyone, even for non-maths background as well as for maths background students, that go through the modules of mathematics essential very carefully. So you might be seeing 6 modules in total, where the first module belongs to the elaboration or explanation of what's the courses look like, who are your instructors, and in the second, third, fourth, and fifth module you will be seeing the mathematics courses, different courses, sets, algebra, statistics, probability. And in your module 6 there is a particular module that devotes you to prepare yourself for your proctoring exam. So you please go through the entire course carefully, which will help you to attempt the qualified test. So you might have already registered for this program, but your peers, your friends who may be interested but somehow not able to find this website, as I have seen in multiple YouTube videos, students are writing which is the website for us to apply. So you can directly tell them that this is the website from which they can apply for the program. They can go through the guidelines and application procedure in order to applying for this program. And if you're having any queries, you can reach us out through admissions underscore bscdsi at iit.ac.in for any assistance. Our team will get back to you. So yeah, what facilities do you get after admission? So of course, you'll be an IITian. There is no doubt about that. And additionally, you will get an official IITG email ID and identity card. In addition, you will not receive the hard copy of the ID card, but you can download the digital copy of that ID card and get it printed via PVC card. So it will resemble the actual physical copy of the ID card. You will be given access to various on-campus events, various fests. You might have heard about the event called Alcheringa, which is the annual cultural fest that is held across every year. So you'll be given access to that as well. Technique, various other events that spans across entire year. So you can come, you can join those events as per your wish. You are you can also access the different online student groups, clubs, fests. So currently there are multiple Slack groups. We have different clubs as well in your degree, in our degree. So which we can go through in that our outreach and education and skilling website. You can find what are these clubs. So of course, some student might be requiring a bank loans as well. So what they ask, a letter of recommendation or a letter of support from the institute. So we will also assist you in providing that. We'll provide you the letter of support or the other documents that the bank asks for you to get the loan. So we will give you that. And you can also visit, as I've said, during the campus immersion program, the IIT campus. So you'll be given the hostel and mess facilities on payment basis, and there will be many more facilities waiting for you. So how to attempt the proctoring qualifier? So for students who have already paid the online qualifier test fee, so for you, the online qualifier will be in a proctored test. It should be attempted in Coursera platform. So you will be attempting this exam in an other module, in an other group. Currently, you are enrolled in Mathematics Essential, but you will be giving the exam in IIT Guwahati online test group. So the invitation will be sent at least a week prior to the particular date that you are appearing for. And also, we are planning to make you accustomed with how this proctoring qualifier may look like, what are the guidelines, how to appear for this proctoring qualifier test. So we will conduct an exclusive session for you to make you accustomed with this qualifier test. So session details will be circulated soon via email from BSc Admissions DSAI. So for other students who have not paid the qualified test fee, who might have registered, might have paid the application fee, but you have not paid the qualified test fee, I will encourage you. I will ask you to go and pay the qualified test fee for you to attend this session, which is dedicatedly involve only the qualified test fee students. So yeah, so that's all from my side and wishing you a good luck. So I'll be taking up your queries. You can drop your queries in the chat box. Yeah, so I can see many queries. Let me just take it one by one. Yeah, so am I able to pursue BSc honors in another subject from another college? Yeah, you can definitely do that. You can pursue other courses as well in an offline degree. So you can pursue two courses, a maximum of two courses at a time. It may be two online degrees, it may be one online degrees, one offline degree. So you can definitely do that. Is this course completely online or we should come to college after 2 years? So this is completely online up to second year, so which comprises of 6 trimesters. So it is completely online, and from third year onwards there will be one final exam, which in the form of summative tests, so that may be conducted in online or in the offline mode. So currently for the previous cohorts we have conducted this particular test in an online mode, but it may be conducted in offline mode as well. So that particular exam, for you to appear for that particular exam, you may have to visit the your nearest location. Okay, so there are some students who are saying that your qualifier exam date is on 9th May, but you're not fully prepared for this exam. So if you're not fully prepared, then you do not attempt that particular slot. You can attempt in the next slots that are available to you. But if you're attempting any slots and if you do not qualify, then we have to pay again for attempting the other qualifier test slots. But if you're not attempting, let's say, in the first qualifier slot, then you will be given another opportunity to appear in the other slots. But I will tell you, so let's say if you're planning to attempt in the final slot, so what issue you can come across, that if you unfortunately do not qualify, so then there will be no slots available for you. So it's better to appear the slots that are available, and if you do not qualify, you can pay the qualifying test fee again. So after clearing the qualified test, how many days will I get the admission later? So after you appear for the exam, then we will share you the notification once the results are announced. Obviously, we will share you that what is your score. So upon acceptance, then you can apply in the sense, I mean, you can just pay the fees for your admission, and then the admission letter will be sent to you. So post paying your fees, after getting admitted into the program, then admission letter will be sent to you. No, you cannot apply for the qualifier test before the announcement of your class 12 result. So currently there are students, there are a huge number of students whose marks have not yet released for class 12. So do not worry. Once your marks are released, you can submit or upload your class 12 mark sheet, and then you can attempt for the qualified test. But until you are submitting your class 12 result, you won't be allowed to take the qualified test. The format of trimesters and examination. So as I've already shared that there are 12 trimesters. So there will be 3 trimesters across each year, and the examinations will be taken on Coursera platform. So once you get admitted into this program, we will also be having a dedicated orientation course for all of you, where a more detailed and exhaustive details will be shared to you. Do you need to travel to the examination center for exams? No. Until second year, the exams are completely online. So there are no cap on how many seats are there, but I would like to tell you that if we come across a huge volume of participants who are qualifying this test, then definitely there is a provision that you might find in the brochure that your qualifying test marks and in combination with your class 10th and class 12 marks will be taken into account, and you will be then ranked based on that, and then you will be getting the admission in this program. Okay, so there are a lot of questions to keep a track with. Is it okay with the office laptop or I need a personal one? So in terms of taking the exam from office laptop, I will say you need to check it with your office people. What I mean by that, there might be some laptops which do not allow you to install the or open the Coursera website. So if it is allowing you to open the Coursera website, if it is allowing you to access your courses, then you can definitely take the exam with your office laptop. But if it is not allowing you, so then you need a personal laptop. So you need to check it at your end. So the first batch is set to get graduated in the 2027. So as I have already mentioned that there is a dedicated online placement cell which will help you in securing your placement, securing internships. Can you use our camera as a secondary webcam? Okay, so if you see the module 6 of your mathematics essential course that you are currently enrolled in, you will be seeing how to apply or how to appear in the exam. So there are two opportunities in the sense you can actually use your laptop camera or you can get help of your external side camera. So if you are using the external side camera, you have to choose it from the drop down screen that you can see in the snapshot. So as I have already shared, a dedicated exclusive session will be conducted for students writing the qualified exam, so I will explain everything in detail. Okay. If you have studied maths in 12, then definitely you come under the maths category. If you have not studied maths in your 12th standard, then you will be coming into a non-maths category. Yes, so if you fail to qualify during your first qualified test, then you can attempt the exams again by paying the qualifying test fee, and you can attempt the exam in other slots. So the questions are repetitive. Also, if you are having any particular queries as such that requires immediate attention, you can drop that down in your the admissions underscore bsc at the rate email from which you have received that invitation webinar. You can drop your queries in that particular email as well. Yes, you can use your mobile phone camera as a secondary webcam as well. Just go to the guideline that is shared, and I will also explain it in details in the upcoming session. There are lots of questions. Which, yes, so attempting all the exams compulsory? So if you're talking about attempting the exams in your trimester, so yes, attempting all the exams are compulsory. It will be, but you'll be having the flexibility in terms of attempting the exams. And no, as I said, the second year courses, all the second year courses will be done in online. You need to visit offline only if your summative exam is scheduled in an offline manner. Only then you need to visit for the exams. Apart from that, all your exams will be done in an online manner. Okay, so somebody is asking that if we qualify the test, then the admission is confirmed or not. So as I have said, based on the large application process, so only the qualifying that particular exam does not guarantee a seat. So if you know that while writing the JE advanced, so you have qualified the JE advanced to write that particular exam via JE mains, right? So you belong from a 2.5 lakhs category group, but that does not guarantee you a seat in a particular college. So you'll be ranked based on your qualifying marks, and then as per your ranking, you will be, as per your performance, you will be given the admission. So after you qualify the exam, you will receive a notification from our team to pay the admission fees. Then you can pay the admission fee. Then we will give you the admission letter that you have to upload. And when the session begins, you will receive your email ID. You will receive your IITC ID card. There will be an orientation session exclusively for you before the starting of the trimester. That is scheduled from September 7th. So the maximum number of credits is 43 in a trimester. So as I've already said, if you are very busy in a particular trimester, then you can skip that particular trimester by paying the program continuation fee. You do not need to register for any courses in that particular trimester. But if you are free, let's say in a summer trimester where the offline colleges are free and you do not have any exams, you have your summer break, then in that particular trimester, you can register yourself for as high as 43 credits, depending on your availability. Applied 9th, how can I write it on June attempt? So for students who have chosen the 9th May slot, if you're prepared, I will encourage you to give exams in that particular slot, because if you do not qualify, there is always a chance of paying the qualifying test fees and writing the qualified test again. But let's say if you're attempting in the end slots, then there's a chance that you might miss out if you do not qualify. So somebody's asking, can I change my primary email? So right now the email that you have registered for, I guess, might have also been added in that mathematics essential group. So if you have already paid the qualifying test fee and you have been added in the mathematics essential group, then right now it's not possible to change your email. But if you have not paid the qualifying test fees, then you can drop your email to admissions PSC and we will do the needful at our end. So most of the questions are repetitive. So the classes will start from September 7 onwards, the first trimester. You can attempt the qualifier test based on the number of slots available, as many attempts as you want. If you do not qualify for the first slot, you can attempt as many times as you want based on the number of slots available. So exclusively for the qualifying students, like in terms of you have paid the qualifying test fee, we will conduct the session soon as to how to appear in the qualifier test in terms of proctoring guidelines and all. So if you are planning to pay the qualifying test fee, I would suggest you to pay as early as you can, because we are planning to have this session scheduled in a few days. So that will give you a comprehensive understanding and insight as to how the proctoring works, how you can appear in the qualifying proctoring exam. Okay, there are a lot of questions, repetitive questions. Okay, so yeah, so from third year onwards, you will be required to pursue the internships. So internships are done in collaboration with industries, various companies, various institutes. So many of the notifications will be available in various websites. So you can definitely apply on your own. And also our internship, our placement cell, ITG online Guwahati placement and internship cell will also help you securing your internships. So you can apply for the internships on your own, and you can get the notification of internships from our end as well. So does this program qualifies for education loans? Yeah, you can actually approach the bank after you get admitted into the program, and you can say them that you have enrolled in this degree program, for which you they might ask a letter of recommendation or a support letter. We will give you that, where it will be written that you have been enrolled into this online degree program, and that will basically assist you in securing the loans from the bank. Okay, so I have already answered most of the queries. If you're having any other unique queries, you can drop it in the Q&A segment or in the chat box. If someone had maths in 12, does he need to get the 11-hour maths course for the exam? Okay, so you need to pay the qualifying test fee anyhow, right? Because to appear for the qualifying test exam, you need to pay the qualifying test fee. And upon paying the qualifying test fee, you will be sent an invitation link to join into this mathematics essential course. So yeah, you have to go through this particular course for you to appearing in the exam. It will basically brush up your fundamentals. And for non-math students, as I've already said, that we are developing a course that has additional topics. So this course is mainly done to build your strong fundamentals since you're not from maths background. And upon going through the course lectures, the demo test will be also there in your course, which is also available in Mathematics Essential. You can take the demo test to see what kind of questions may come in this qualified test. And some of you have also received the this invitation link from Mathematics Essential, but you might not have joined. So if you do not actually join through that invitation link, you won't be seeing any courses. So an invitation has also been sent. So ensure that you are accepting that invitation, and post acceptance, you will be given the enrollment in that particular Mathematics Essential course. So make sure you are accepting the invitation that is coming from Coursera. Okay, so with regard to the summative exams, do you need to come IIT Guwahati or nearest college? So exams will be in your nearest branches. You need not need to visit IIT Guwahati. So we will set up, we'll set up the branches where it will be nearest for you to visit, and then you can write the summative exams. So you need not visit IIT Guwahati. Based on your own location, the nearest branch or nearest institute you can visit, and then you can give the exams. So we have our students globally in various countries. So the centers will be given nearest to where you are residing. So based on the nearest center, you can come and you can give the summative exam. So sufficient time will be given for paying the admission fee and the first semester fee. So let's say if you are attempting the 9th May qualifying test, so the exams will be the results, I mean the results will be sent via the email that how much you have scored, and if you have qualified, then you can take the admission. And then the trimester will begin from September 7th. So there is a sufficient amount of time from the paying the admission fee to the beginning of the trimester. I will take the test because mine didn't complete by 1st October. Okay, so I guess I have responded to many of the queries. So if you're having any other queries that is not clarified, because I'm losing track of because of the multiple texts, so you can definitely write to our BSA admissions email if you are having any queries, other queries, and our team will get back to you definitely. Okay, then we will conduct more such sessions for you to understand how this degree program looks like, what are the different aspects. So I would say, I would reiterate again, if you have not, if you have only registered for this program, you can apply for it and you can pay the qualifying test fee, so that you can have an idea as to how the qualifying exam can be attempted in terms of proctoring. It will be a proctor test. Okay, so we will then wrap up this session, and possibly we will conduct more such sessions in a month or two. Okay, then. So we wish you all the best, and do ensure that you are checking up all the modules that are available in your Mathematics Essential course. So prepare well, and you can take the demo test that is available in your Mathematics Essential course. You will also receive other group invitation, which is known as IIT Guwahati online test, where you will be appearing for the exam. And prior to the 9th May slot, we will have an exclusive session with the candidates who are appearing for that qualified test. So make sure you are visiting that session. So yeah, that's all from today's session. Thank you everyone for joining, and we are delighted for your interest in this degree program. If you have any queries, if you have any questions, then you may write to BSc admissions and our team will get back to you on this. So thank you everyone for joining this session. Yes, thank you all. Bye bye.